Okay, my camera is actually dead, so I had to use my phone. So once again, the quality is a little bit less than what would be desired, I guess you could say. But the problem is asking for the exact value of inverse cosine of cosine 7 pi over 5. And it asks to state the condition that must be satisfied. In order for the inverse cosine to equal the cosine of x, x has to be less than or equal to pi, or greater than or equal to 0. So just based on that, you can tell 7 pi over 5 is definitely quite a bit larger than pi, and it's larger than 0, so that doesn't satisfy. So what you need to do is find find cosine 7 pi over 5, or the angle 7 pi over 5, its reference angle, and then go from there. 7 pi over 5 is actually easier to look at it if it's separated into the fraction, or there's a remainder, sorry. You can see here that that's what, it's actually 1/2 pi. So that maps down here. And then to find the reference angle, you can take into consideration that pi is just over on this side where it's 180 degrees, it's actually pi. And if you want to convert that over to a form where you can figure out what the reference angle is, you can actually see that you can just put it into an equivalent form like 5 pi over 5, because that equals 1 pi. So that's what I did there. So 7 pi over 5 minus 5 pi over 5, which equals 2 pi over 5. So to figure out what the actual angle is for the inverse cosine, you just take 5 pi over 5 minus 2 pi over 5, which would equal 3 pi over 5. And that would actually make it work. And that is actually in the second quadrant, where it's supposed to be. The inverse cosine can only be in the first and second quadrant. So that satisfies it. You can definitely see that 3 pi over 5 is less than pi and greater than 0. So that's how you can find the angle, the equivalent angle.